When she looked at me, I realized she had crossed the stars for me. The silver ship landed in the wheat fields outside Millbrook just after midnight. Amy Carter was working the late shift at the radio telescope facility when her screens went crazy with signals she had never seen before. The patterns were too complex to be natural and too organized to be random noise. She called her supervisor but got no answer. The whole town seemed to be asleep except for her. Amy grabbed her jacket and drove toward the landing site. Her heart pounded as she saw the soft blue glow coming from behind the hill. The ship was beautiful. It looked like liquid metal that had been shaped by wind. No sharp edges or hard corners. Everything flowed together in curves that seemed to move even when they were still. Amy parked her truck and walked closer. A section of the ship opened without sound. No hiss of air or mechanical noise, just a smooth opening that revealed soft light from inside. Amy stopped walking. She wanted to run, but her feet would not move. Then she saw her. The alien woman stepped out of the ship with grace that made Amy think of dancers and flowing water. She was tall and slim with skin that looked like pearl under moonlight. Her eyes were larger than human eyes and colored like deep ocean water. Her hair moved around her shoulders as if it was floating in gentle wind even though the night air was still. She wore clothes that seemed to be made of the same flowing material as her ship. The fabric changed color as she moved from silver to blue to soft purple. When she walked toward Amy, her steps made no sound on the dry grass. Amy wanted to speak, but no words came out. The alien woman stopped 3 feet away and tilted her head. When she spoke, her voice was like music played on instruments Amy had never heard. "You are Amy Carter," the woman said. It was not a question. "How do you know my name?" Amy whispered. "I have been listening to your signals for 7 of your years. You send messages to the stars every night from your radio telescope. You ask if anyone is out there. You wonder if you are alone in the universe." The alien woman stepped closer. Amy could see small lights moving under her pearl skin like tiny stars. "My name is Zara of the Celestial Fleet. I have traveled 47 light years to meet you." Amy felt dizzy. "That is impossible. Nothing can travel that fast." Zara smiled, and Amy saw that her teeth were white like snow and perfect. "We have ways that your science has not discovered yet. But that is not important now. What matters is that I came here because of you. Because of me." Amy repeated the words, but they made no sense. "Your messages were different from all the others we received from Earth. Most humans who send signals to space ask for technology or weapons or secrets of the universe. You asked different questions." Zara reached out and touched Amy's hand. Her fingers were warm and soft. Amy felt a tingle like electricity, but pleasant. "You asked if we felt lonely too. You asked if we looked at stars and wondered about home. You asked if we had families and friends and people we loved. You asked if we were afraid of the dark between stars." Amy remembered those late nights alone at the radio telescope when she sent personal messages into space. She had never thought anyone would actually receive them. "Those messages were just me talking to myself," Amy said. "No, they were you talking to me. And I have been talking back, but you could not hear my replies with your equipment. So I decided to come here and answer in person." Amy looked into Zara's ocean-colored eyes and saw something that made her breath catch. It was loneliness. The same loneliness Amy felt every night when she went home to her empty apartment. "You came all this way just to talk to me." "I came all this way because when I heard your voice asking those questions, I knew I had found someone who understood what it feels like to be alone in the vast darkness. Someone who looked at the stars the same way I do." Zara's ship pulsed with gentle light behind them. Amy could hear a soft humming sound coming from inside it. "Are you alone on that ship?" Amy asked. "Yes, I am a scout for my people. I travel alone to study other worlds and other species. It has been my life for many years. Until I heard your voice, I thought I was content with solitude." Amy felt her heart beating faster. This beautiful alien woman had crossed impossible distances because she felt a connection to Amy's lonely messages to the stars. "What happens now?" Amy asked. "That depends on you," Zara said. "I can show you wonders beyond your imagination. Other worlds with purple oceans and silver trees, cities that float in clouds of gas giants, the birth of stars and the dance of galaxies. But I cannot stay on Earth for long. My ship needs fuel that does not exist here." Amy looked at the silver ship and then back at Zara's face. The alien woman's expression was hopeful but also sad, as if she already knew what Amy's answer would be. "You want me to come with you?" "I want you to choose freely," If you come with me, you will see the universe, but you will leave your world behind. If you stay here, you will be safe, but you will always wonder what you might have seen. Amy thought about her life on Earth. Her job at the radio telescope was interesting but lonely.
She had no family left and few friends.
Every night she went home and looked up at the stars and wished she could travel to them. Now someone was offering her that chance. How long would we be gone? Time works differently when you travel between stars. What seems like months to us might be years here on Earth. You might not be able to return to the life you know now. Amy felt scared, but also more excited than she had ever been. She looked at Zara and saw something in the alien woman's eyes that she had never seen before in another person. It was recognition, like looking in a mirror and seeing someone who truly understood her. "Will I be safe with you? I will protect you with my life," Zara said. "My people have laws about harming other intelligent species, and beyond that I would never hurt someone I care about." "You care about me?" Amy asked. Zara's pearl skin glowed brighter, and Amy realized the alien woman was blushing in her own way. "When I first heard your voice asking if anyone out there felt lonely, I knew I wanted to meet you. As I listened to more of your messages over the years, I began to feel something I had not felt before, a connection across impossible distance, a desire to know you as more than just a voice in space." Amy stepped closer to Zara. She could smell something like flowers and clean rain coming from the alien woman. "What if your people do not accept me? My people value courage and curiosity above all things. When they learn that you were brave enough to travel with me to unknown worlds, they will honor you, and if they do not accept you, then we will find somewhere else to go together." The silver ship pulsed again and made musical sounds like whale songs. "The ship is telling us that dawn will come soon," Zara said. "I must leave before your sun rises, or my ship will be seen by too many people. That would cause problems for both our worlds." Amy felt panic rise in her chest. "I need time to think, I understand. But I cannot return here again. If you want to come with me, it must be now." Amy looked back toward the town where she had lived her whole life. Then she looked at the silver ship that could carry her to worlds she had only dreamed about. Finally, she looked at Zara, whose ocean eyes held promise of adventure and companionship and maybe something more. "If I go with you, will you teach me about your people and your worlds?" "Yes." "Will you help me learn to communicate with your technology so I can send messages back to Earth?" "Yes." "Will you be my friend in the darkness between stars?" Zara smiled, and Amy saw that she was not the only one who had been lonely. "Yes, and if you wish it, I will be more than your friend." Amy felt her fear melting away. She had spent years sending messages to the stars hoping someone would answer. Now someone had answered and come to find her. The choice was scary but also simple. "I want to see the purple oceans," Amy said. Zara's face lit up with joy. She took Amy's hand and led her toward the silver ship. As they walked across the grass, Amy felt like she was in a dream. "Will it hurt to travel faster than light?" "No. You will sleep during the long journeys between stars. When you wake, we will be in a new system with new worlds to explore." They reached the ship, and Amy saw the opening was just large enough for them to walk through. Inside the ship was like nothing she had ever imagined. The walls curved and flowed like the outside, and were covered with patterns of light that moved like slow rivers. The air smelled like the ocean and felt warm and safe. Zara touched a panel, and the opening closed behind them. Amy felt the ship lift off without any sensation of movement. Through a transparent section of the wall, she watched the wheat fields grow smaller below them. "Are you afraid?" Zara asked. Amy thought about it. She was leaving everything she had ever known to travel with an alien woman, to worlds beyond imagination. She should be terrified. Instead, she felt like she was finally going home. "No," Amy said. "When you looked at me, I realized you had crossed the stars for me. How could I be afraid of someone who did that?" Zara smiled, and Amy knew she had made the right choice. Outside the ship, Earth grew smaller until it was just a blue dot among the stars. But Amy did not feel sad. She was finally going to see the wonders she had dreamed about her whole life, and she would not be alone. As the ship jumped to faster than light speed, Amy felt Zara take her hand. Together they flew toward the purple oceans and silver trees, and all the mysteries waiting in the vast darkness between stars.